one talk news and sports station. This is the Morning Crossfire
with Femi D Live.
Oh, welcome back to the show this very morning. If you're just joining in, we're live right here on Nigeria Info 95.1. For those streaming in, yes, I can see you. Oh, well, I can see myself seeing your messages. That's what I mean. Right now on YouTube, at Nigeria Info ABJ, you find us on YouTube. For those searching, that'll be Nigeria Info FM Abuja on YouTube. Yes, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification bell. So when we go on live, you can be part of it. Oh, some of the exciting moments coming up, of course, this week would have to be the listener debate. It takes place tomorrow, 10 a.m. till noon. It's the grand finale. We promise you we will barely be able to put out 3 questions. The people already who have indicated and have accepted to be here tomorrow are men and women with fireworks, okay? People who would be able to marshal their points and argue it all out. So in case you're hearing newspaper standard, that's the standard we're looking for. Newspaper standard. In other words, a little bit of chaos. The same way Nigerians talk is exactly what we are pushing for. We're not trying to make it so push and push in some sense. We just want to be able to hear Nigerians argue out their points without being violent, without being abusive, as much as we can. Ella Feezy, alongside with Swat, will be taking lead in leading the debates as it comes on tomorrow. Watch out for that. If you're not subscribed on the YouTube channel, you will miss out on it. If you're not on our Facebook page, you likely will miss out on it. Facebook is at Nigeria Info Abuja, and YouTube channel remains at Nigeria Info Abuja. Go on, subscribe, click on the notification bell. And yes, don't miss out on the polls we're putting out. Yes, the polls will start to take place on the chances of the various candidates. We'll be running a few polls from now all the way till Thursday at noon. We'll take down the poll and let you know the results. Hashtag NI mandate, that's what we're looking at making use of with regards to this election. Some of our big plans would be to speak to people across the nation to let you know the details and the integral parts of these elections. As it happens, we'll keep track of the stories here and there across the nation. Also of interest to you will be this very morning, we'll be streaming live completely on the day of the election, where we'll be following through with some of the viewpoints and taking in big analysis from various points and various parts of the country as people will put up their viewpoints on where things are and how things should be. And, well, the progress being made at various states of the Federation and across the various polling units as we have them across the country. So stay confident, stay close, stay on Nigeria Info for a conversation that is truly passionate and, yes, trustworthy all the way through. Did you get that? Conversation that is passionate and fully trustworthy. Counted us to bring you that on the election day. So stay close. This is the time to be with Nigeria Info, on Nigeria Info, and be a Nigerian who is well informed. All right, let's get back to political race now. I've got something to share with you. The wife of the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, speaks about her husband, his personal character, and while Nigeria should know a little bit more about him, she extensively provides a narrative of, on his kindness, if I would say, and his nature to be kind to people. And she speaks of scripture. She speaks from her heart. I'd like you to listen to this and tell me what you think.
This is Morning Crossfire.
To go in the trenches. But how do I do it? By being kind to people. That was the secret. Asiwaju's secret is not about money. Contrary to what people think. He's a very compassionate man. I can tell you that. And generous. There's nothing he cannot give. There's nothing he cannot give. Asiwaju, does Asiwaju really handle money? Not really. I will tell you I remember after I finished as governor, we used to have this staff at home. If you need anything, he would say, go and meet so and so. I said, how would I be collecting money from your staff? He said, that's where I collect too. If you like to, fine, And that is who he is. When people say about money, I just say, T.G. Jakes was the one who said that people's expectations of you, God will make it a reality. they say he owns the money of the world, I just wonder. Mr. Shetima knows that I will beg him. Before we went to Kano yesterday, I was begging him just to give me 2 million naira. I begged at the end of the day, when he even gave me, I forgot it. Because it was Mr. Shetima who went to the house to pick it up for me. I packed it, but it was very late. You know, even today, if you had asked us to give you anything, if I have anything in my bag, maybe 150,000, that's what is there. But and I keep telling people, it's not about money. The crowd you see in the rally is not about money. It's somebody they believe that can give them hope in these trying times. Hope is, why do we hope at all? If we don't hope as human beings, then we are not worth living. We wake up every morning hoping that this day will be better. Is it a lie? And that's why when he came up with this slogan, I thought in my mind, yes, everyone has to renew their hope.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Wife there of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Remi Tinubu, speaking about the character of her husband. He's not necessarily rich, but he's very generous. Okay, she makes that claim. Now, Smart Adeyemi picked up the thumb to run for governor in Kogi State. And yes, he had a few things to say shortly after doing that. Take a listen to Smart Adeyemi and his campaign that will start for an off-season election to be the governor of Kogi State.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Assessing my competence and my acceptability. You have been here for a while. You can see those who came here. Many of them I didn't invite them, but they said they must be around to show support, solidarity. Now, in essence, I am qualified to be governor, not just because I'm educated enough, not just because I have a rich background of journalism and privilege of the national president. At that time, there was no insecurity in Nigeria, so I know all the 36 states of Nigeria, and I know more than 2/3 of the 36 states of Nigeria. We had a national media tour where we went around, so I know Nigeria very well. I know the complexity of Nigeria, the complications. I know the values and values of all the components of Nigeria. I know Nigeria. I know Nigeria very, very well. And if you know Nigeria very well, you know how to navigate it. The problem we have today in Nigeria is that you have leaders who do not even know the country. You have leaders who do not know beyond their local environment. For me, I'm exposed. Not just being exposed as far as Nigeria is concerned. I've traveled to not less than 35 countries of the world, touching across about 4 continents, as a journalist, as a business leader. And I've seen development. I've seen structural development. I've seen human development. I've seen capital development. I've seen economic prosperity of nations of the world. And I know that everything that is required to make Kogi State is in Kogi State. Kogi is one of the richest states in Nigeria. We've got iron and steel companies. We have stones in abundance. We have water in abundance. We have cement in abundance. What do you need to develop it?
This is Morning Crossfire.
Well, that's Smart Adeyemi, who is now in the running to be a governor in the state. Okay, Kogi State precisely. Now, the security operatives have been very keen about this election will be recast. The police now, they had a very high-level security meeting, and shortly after that meeting, they put out their disposition around issues building up ahead of the election. Listen to what the Chief of Army Staff, alongside with the IGP standing next to him, and all the security agency top chiefs had to say after their meeting around the elections.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Gentlemen of the press, I'd like to thank you for coming. I'm sure you, just as he has told you, we've just finished a meeting. The service chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, the DG DSS, represented by his Director of Operations, the DGNI and the CDI, all of us looking at the security for the elections. And as you know, the police is the lead agency for elections security. And we have compared notes and assessed the entire situation, and we are good to go. The assessment is that we are set on all fronts. We equally got representation from the INEC chairman, who, of course, you have interacted with, who has also told Nigerians and the world that they are ready for this election. So, by and large, we are good to go. And I'd like to use this opportunity to assure Nigerians that on the security front, we are good to go on all fronts. Thank you.
Okay. Two questions. If there is none, thank you very much for coming.
You don't have any questions?
Thank you very much,
Wait now, we'll listen to him.
I have a question. My name is Lawan Bukameng and I am from PR Nigeria and Economic Confidentials. In Nigeria, today there are some states and some LGS that are still battling terrorists. So I want to know, how do you intend to, how do you intend to, make sure that those places, have elections?
Well, I do not need to tell you how we will do it. But all I'm telling you is that we will do it and everyone will have the liberty to exercise their franchise.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Security operators confident that no matter the insecurity history in the state, elections will happen in that state. Can they get it done for states where security has been compromised over time? Will that happen? Would that be a point of concern? Or will things be different? Well, let's find out as we go on. Stay close. This is Nigeria Info. After the break, there'll be more to talk about right here.
Abuja.
Milo 3-in-1 milk.
Now controversial situation that the ADC have created around itself. ADC did adopt Peter Obi, but it was not the full ADC group that adopted Peter Obi, because the maybe Kachuku, who's the presidential candidate, has also come out to reiterate that no, it's just some other party, factional party members who are not recognized as such, who are going about making claims and putting out statements to say they've adopted Peter Obi for president. Well, the moment they made the attempt to adopt him for president, pretty much the speech that built up into that was like this. And
they were corrupted as well.
Peter
we
Obi
saw them
president.
as too frail to carry this country. Almost every Nigerian today shares this sentiment with us. Time has indeed proved us right. We told ourselves that we are going to be the grassroots political party with an inclusive culture and unique character that will champion the transformation of Nigeria and indeed the African continent. A party to birth a new Nigerian nation where opportunities abound for all as a result of justice, rich diversity, principles and values, and creative leadership with capacity to inspire the greatest innovative pursuits among our youths and our entire people. Let us decide to shape the space mindfully going forward to believe that this country will not be doomed. A whole generation of people within 25 years or so have passed since the period we have had the annulment of the June 12 elections in 1993. 2023, we encourage every Nigerian to go out there to vote massively for Obi Dati for President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you all. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Well, there you have it. The statement made by Mani Iba, I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. He is the chairman for that party, that's ADC, putting out his own statement saying, well, we have adopted Peter Obi. People who support us should go ahead to support Peter Obi. However, the same ADC party has its own presidential candidates in the likes of Dumebi Kachuku as well, and Ahmed Buhari as well. In this instance, and they put out a statement clearly stipulating that that's not true. They are still in the running, as much as people may try to provide controversies around who they have. That the Board of Trustees Chairman, ADC Mani Ibra, was not right about moving to endorse Peter Obi, not while they're still running for office. Now, that makes a part of the reality that there is to deal with in terms of this. But here we go. That's pretty much of how one could just imagine the situation building up around here and there on many of these kind of situations. Well, in Rivers State, the stakeholders, were not in Rivers. However, they were brought into Abuja. Okay, that's stakeholders from Rivers were brought into Abuja to meet with the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar. A little bit of what he said to them. Take a listen to this.
This is Morning Crossfire.
But the Rivers leadership decided to present to me a written address. So I will not go out of that protocol. So my dear people of Rivers State, represented physically here today by a cross-section of leaders, opinion leaders, and citizens from various walks of life, I welcome you. I want to start by acknowledging the circumstances and turn of events that have led us to this unique style of a campaign rally. Although we did not wish for this, it became expedient that we think and act innovatively to protect the lives of our people from the mindless violence and bloodshed instigated by the very persons who have the primary responsibility for their security and well-being. Our campaign, and indeed the PDP, subscribe fully to the position that no political ambition is worth the blood of any Nigerian or our party member. Clearly, events on the ground in Rivers State and this gathering here at the instance of our Rivers PDP family confirms the historic relationship between me and the Rivers people.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Well, it goes on to provide more perspective about his historic relationship with people in Rivers State. Meanwhile, the likes of Secondus, who was also on stage, described Yesam Wike of Rivers State as distracting himself and not the political party. Wike, in his own response, described the situation of inviting people from Rivers to Abuja to listen to the presidential candidate of the PDP as an insult to the people in Rivers State. Why not come down? After all, I was welcoming to you to come to Rivers. No, there was nothing wrong with that. Well, that would be some of the things might have said under his breath. But the situation is getting there. So also is the politics of the time. All right, let's take on some calls and your responses as you would want to have them this very morning. I'm looking through some of the messages you sent in. Ishaya in Central Business District said, from the Ashiwaju's wife just exposed why Buhari and, of course, all Nigerians are suspicious of these elections in terms of monetization. Imagine the husband gave her 2 million naira in cash. Was it 200 naira banknotes? Certainly no. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Femi? It is well, Ishaya did write his viewpoint in around that. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. Femi.
Good morning.
My My name is Ella, and I'm calling from Abuja.
Welcome, Ella.
I don't know if you would permit me to start with an adage. I don't know if it is radio friendly. Have you heard of an adage that says that that the gods wants to punish or kill, the gods first of all make them go mad? Have you heard that adage?
Yes, I have. I'm familiar with it.
Okay. Thank you so much, now. So you see, I'm reacting to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife, that is Madam Remi's comments. It is childish and it's laughable, honestly. I'm actually, let me go to broken. I shame for him. I shame her shame, really. Because really, how can you be telling people that, I don't know what they take us for. Your husband is not rich, but he's kind-hearted. Femi, please tell me in the whole world, tell me a person that is compassionate, then you are alleged to be a drug lord. Fine, it is alleged. Being compassionate and having character that is questionable does not have it. They do not correlate. There's no correlation between them. You cannot be alleged to be, associated with so many criminal tendencies, and then somebody is coming to tell me that such a person is compassionate and kind. That is by the way. As for Dumebi, that's my last comment. Dumebi is what's it called?
ADC presidential candidate.
We all know, exactly. We all know how ADC work. As in over the years, they will always support a certain presidential candidate at the end of the day. So them coming to tell us that it is a faction of the party that is endorsing Peter Obi's lie is just Dumebi and his vice that are not supporting. The rest of ADC members are for Obidati. They are for good Nigeria, because every reasonable Nigerian understanding change in the system, okay? So that is my
comment
for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, grateful to you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome. Just turn down the volume of your radio, please.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Yusuf Ali Mama
All
from
right.
Babalada.
Welcome, Yusuf.
Yeah, you see, the best person to describe a man or a woman is his either wife or husband. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm listening.
All right. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife described him very well. That is very well. He described him very well. This is the person he say his husband is. So it's very good. I don't see anything bad about it. And even if your wife is good to you, you will describe him in a good way. Likewise, a husband.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
I think that is very nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to talk to you. All right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Doctor.
Yes, good morning. How are you today? Yes.
Fine. Nothing past the news like the news.
Yes, nothing breaks it like the news. Good morning. Your name, please.
Yeah, this is to the next president.
Okay, your radio is very close to you or your listening device.
Sorry. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Yes, I want to comment on what the wife of
Ojo, I would have to let you go if you can move out. Yes, if your radio still keeps getting in the way, I have to let you go. Your radio needs to be turned down.
I have done that.
Okay, all right, let's listen to you now.
I don't know why some people want to fabricate some allegation that cannot be founded anywhere. I don't know which court in Federal Republic of Nigeria has described Tinubu as somebody that stole from anybody or from any state. I don't know why people are making unnecessary allegations. Somebody is saying that my husband is like that and it's like that. And the people he has done that to, they are testifying. And if not done that, there's no need for you to begin to water it up, begin to condemn it. Whether you don't like him or not, let it be. Concentrate on your candidate and vote for your candidate, not that to be rubbishing somebody's name. All this allegation is not funded. The court has not established it anywhere in Nigeria, even outside the country. So I don't know why some people are giving themselves or headache or stress. On Saturday, everybody should go and vote for their candidate.
Okay.
Simple. Don't water down. Don't assassinate somebody's character because you don't like or don't want to vote for the person, or the person is contesting against your wish or your like candidate.
Thank you, Ojo. Thank you. Thank you for your viewpoint. Nigerians, please listen well. What Tinubu's wife said, she begged Shetima's wife for 2 million. Shetima's wife went to the house to picket. When millions of Nigerians are looking for 10,000 rand to take care of their families, John Kennedy from Kuje did write it in. Don Ray from Chika says, good morning, Femi. Keep up the good work. I'm enjoying every part of the news. Please raise your volume a little bit more, sir. It went low. Oh, okay. All right. You need me to speak out louder. Yeah. Okay, let me get you to do that from your end. Good morning, Femi. No matter the type of soap Tinubu's wife uses to wash Tinubu, they can't succeed, says Linda. Good morning. My name is Osh from Abuja here. If you need a referee for the listeners' debate, I'm available. Great show. Okay, we'll think about it. All right. Thank you so much. Mohamed Selassie is the man of the day. Liverpool all the way. Peter from Apple did write that in. I'm not too sure he had, he's corresponding with what we're talking about at this point in time. All right, give me a moment. Let me check in if our guest for this sponsored content is around. But for now, thank you so much. Hold on there. I'm still around. I'll just be talking to the guests briefly if they're around. If not, I will extend the time and allow us to talk even more. This is Morning Crossfire.